Welcome guys to the semifinals of the $30 Deathmatch tournament. In the red here, we got Hagrit playing Uranus. Making his temple, but not making any manners. So that could be a problem if he gets supply blocked. On the other side, we got Striker playing Hades as the blue player. It seems as though he's gonna go for a fast to town center build here. While mostly ignoring this one, minimally engaging with it, maybe with like walls. Hagrid's gonna go for a quick one himself rather than making a lot of extra buildings. Oh my god. He's gotten supply blocked. That's unfortunate. He's also making an extra Prometheum, which is very, very unusual. It's usually not worth it to make the classical age units for Atlantean. You would normally just make a bunch of oracles and turn them into heroes. Then they can grab the relics. That's a great way to build by Striker right there. He can flood right onto this. And Hagrid stuff is actually mispositioned, to be honest. Oh no, he's also going Cantarius, but he's gone... Oh, he's gone the wrong minor god. He went for Hyperion, even though he needed Faya. Those would give the upgrades there. Okay, Hagrid has picked up a relic. It's the Coffish of Horus, which increases bonus multipliers versus myth units for heroes. And Striker's gonna not pick that relic up, I think. Oh, he is. He's gonna try to, at least. These Cantarius, however, have the iron upgrades now, so they're doing a hell of a lot of damage, even though they don't have the Faya upgrades. And Striker is gonna have to watch out here, make some extra buildings so that the surface area gets reduced for the fortress, and his unit flood has also already started up. Once he sees this, he should have started a bunch of Prodromos, because this is like a lot of dead weight. But to be honest, he might be thinking that it's just enough to have hoplites. Not really sure why he's going to this corner. He just wants to prevent this from coming up, really. Hagrid is a bit wonky here. He's building... Oh, he's building up on Strikers. Okay, he's a funny guy. Two Colossi here in the back. Would like to see that Ajax garrisoned. Oh my god, he's gonna survive. Are you kidding me? Ah! Oh, he can just leave it alone and let it heal up. That's a great save. Oh, he just kills everything here. I'm not sure if Striker's gonna see this. Oh, actually, he's got line of sight on these now. So he could just go right there, smack them in the nuts, and turn around. Then, after that, he'll have like an underworld timing with 3 Colossus, a bunch of Telepolis, and maybe even a few gas graffitis. So it will be very difficult for Hagrid to play against that. And then there's a great late game of Hades as well to worry about for him. So as long as Striker has a bunch of extra fortifications, he will be fine. On the other hand, though, Hagrid has killed 5 villagers, so that's a bit painful for Striker to handle. And these villagers are really starting the building spam in the front. Not exactly where you want your purses to hang out. It's 2 satyrs, but they're not going to do a whole lot. Striker just definitely needs something in the back there. And yes, Legend versus JM will be after this one. The Colossus by itself may be enough to take out the palace. I would like to see a bunch of extra stuff from Striker though to help siege this. The Helipolis is not exactly the best choice with the Citizens Heroes here. They are dealing like a stupid amount of bonus damage against siege. And of course they also benefit from the armory upgrades as their heroes. Got a mirror tower. Pew-pewing these Hippicons. Not exactly the best choice to place mirror towers so early in the game. They're like your additional defenses that you make if you need them, but by themselves, the regular towers are just better, unfortunately. Even though it shows a higher DPS, but that's not DPS, that's damage per attack, so... Yeah, they're just an additional thing. Also, they don't do any bonus damage against Cav like normal towers do. Let's see how this trade is going. So currently Striker has more kills than Hagrit, and he's got his siege units ready to go. Only he doesn't have favor to make Colossus. He's kind of lost his momentum on the Colossus production there. Gets the kill again. That Perseus has been getting so much value. Striker should totally heal it up. And keep it alive to fight another day. Looks like the tower wars are gonna commence as well here. Striker is gonna get a third TC. But what is this one doing? Like, he's got no defenses, and I'm a bit worried about what Hagrid can potentially do with his army eventually. Nice side build by Striker. I love when Hades players think about this stuff. Would have liked to see it a bit earlier, but oh well. Striker has 13 villagers, so if he focuses on getting this up quickly, he'll have a tremendous advantage over Hagrid, who completely shot his economy, by the way. He's got a lot of people on wood, but he needs the gold and the food more, so the sooner he transfers these guys, the better it will be for him. The one Colossus here. Oh no! Hagrid got in a fire siphon. That is great. That is actually a really good play. And unfortunately for Striker, he's lost all the gas feedies, but nice pick off by Hagrid nonetheless. Where's Perseus? He died? Looks like. There we go with the defenses. Hell yeah. But where will Striker place the farms? I guess he'll have to go for the chickens and the hunt over here. Actually, monkeys have less pierce armor now. Okay, this is a retreat for the underworld, I think. It's gonna have to be. Oh no, he's trying to defend this way. Oh no. There's basically no huge threat here. And he also hasn't moved back with the majority of his force. I don't know about this. It's gonna be enough towers. He could be doing a but yeah. Sentinels, go, go. Yeah, the 4 fire siphons. There we go. Oh! No, he's only gotten 3 out of 5. That's so unfortunate. Man, that buff to make Hades have 5 sentinels is so good. It would have really helped here. Not for long though, I mean... Toxolis aren't exactly going to push back the fire siphons, and I'm not sure where Striker's main army is. What's he doing here? He's going to run out of economy if he continues like this. And yeah, Hagrid has stabilized his economy a little bit, but now he doesn't have anyone on wood. And I'm not sure if he's actually producing any. He actually can't afford to produce any villagers. He'll have to cut his regular unit production, and now the Gastropedes and the Helipolis and the meta units are here to fight off the fire siphons. A bunch of towers have been taken out already, but Striker should have enough villagers here. Does he though? Hagrid is killing so many villagers. He's doing a great job at it too. And I'm not sure if Striker is focusing enough on the fire siphons to stop this TC from falling on the other side as well. He's got nothing rebuilding, so yeah, he might just tap out here, I think. He's got all his economy on favor, which is not where you want to be. Great use of Perseus throughout the game, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Striker. Yeah, Hagrid has just played so well in this game. I'd love to see a bunch of Sky Passages to enter the late game with it. It's just unfortunate the Striker didn't use Pestilence or Underworld in any way, shape or form. And both players are better than Broken, but who will be able to recover better? I would say Hagrid has a much better economy. 23 villagers to 16 Atlantean villagers, which are like actually more than 40. They were worth more than 40 for sure. So Hagrit roughly has double the economy right now. And once he reaches full pop, he'll start to rapidly build up a bank. As long as he disengages for a while, it's all good. As for Striker, he needs to rebuild both TCs, and that's gonna take time. Okay, he's sending a lot of villagers onto it. 12 villagers will get it up in under a minute. Tower's gonna get taken down. Would be great for both players actually to wall the outside of the map a little bit, but I guess they're really broke, so maybe not. I like how both of them are avoiding the fight. It would be a great play for Hagrid to just keep baiting Striker to follow him here, and then use the last Vortex to hit this once more, taking out all the villagers in the process. Of course, Striker can save these by just walking through here, but then I guess he forfeits the TC anyway. Not the place he wants to be. All these destroyers doing a lot of damage to the Toxotes. And yeah, Striker just doesn't have enough on the front. Maybe he can do a big underworld though. I'm just surprised that he's still not thinking about it. I mean, he's really broke. This is the perfect time to do your YOLO play. Hagrid is still broke as well. But just fighting this really powerful army here, I don't think that's the way to go. Valor has been used, so there's a bunch of heroes at least to go against Colossus. Nice house kill as well. It's gonna be a while until Striker notices that, and that's gonna give Hagrid a really good population lead. Kill buys were going up to almost 300 for Striker and way less for Hagrid, but I mean Hagrid's killed so many buildings. He's still not quite able to produce anything though. So if Striker keeps consistently winning fights like this, actually he might push Hagrid back. Hagrid cannot fight out in the open like that. Arenas and Atlantean in general, actually. You really want a lot of buildings with your fight, because your units are just inferior to the great Greek ones. And making Murmillo is a great sin. Look at the stat differences between Murmillo and Hoplite. It's almost unnoticeable. But look at the differences between Toxotes and Arcus, and you're like, whoa, shit. And then you look at the differences between the Heka and the Colossus, and you can see where the problem lies. The Greek have so many ways to tank damage. You just can't fight it straight up. It's a pretty good trade route, at least. And Striker's economy is recovering slowly, but surely. He needs to make workers, though. I'm a bit worried about him not doing that right now. The Fire Staff is gonna take out the Helipolis there, that's for sure. Oh, the Chaos has been really good on the Colossus. Whenever you use Chaos, just make sure to have a Myth unit in the target, because it's gonna transform a bunch of human units. I think it's 4 human units and 1 Myth unit. Looks like Striker has a little bit too many archers, and this other half of the army was a bit behind. Sometimes it's very difficult in Deathmatch to manage the rally points, so when the players look like they're not doing everything correctly in that way, um, it usually means that they are having a rally point bug, actually. Striker made a physician, which is gonna heal up a bunch of the hurt units, but actually there's not that much to heal right now. They're both so battered and broken, they just can't play properly at the moment. Like, this is not how a normal game looks like, guys. They just can't afford anything, so they're doing their they're doing their best. Wow. I'm speechless. Hagrit does need fanatics, but it's not gonna do a whole lot against archers. Hagrit needs buildings. Unfortunately, Hagrid has gone all the wrong minor gods for the long run. Like, Thea, you would have 5 Dryads to go with this. You would have better Cantarius, so you could just make a wave of Cantarius and flank the archers. You would have... You should also go Oceanus, so that your fanatics have 2 more DPS. He's made all the choices that aren't good in the long run. He's got the regenerating and cheaper heroes, but he's not really using it. And you need a big economy for that no matter what. Okay, that's a nice use of the siphon there. Oh, these villagers are totally bugged. What the hell? They would just attack in the air. The heck out of the special attack? Yes, absolutely. It's very useful if you can keep it alive and keep chaining it with more Heka Giants. Striker's making another wall now. He's had enough of this bullshit. It's a good choice. But Hagrit is gonna siege it down. Is he gonna be able to get through it though? Looks like yes. That fire siphon is gonna get at least a few shots off. Really, Striker needs to make a barracks to block this or something and get the melee units on it, because this is gonna be denied. Hagrid should easily be able to get like 5 shots off or more. Okay, he's not even focusing the Colossus, so that TC completely reset now. And that's Striker's only gold mine, so he really needs this gold mine. He really needs to trade routes, otherwise he'll be running out of resources very, very soon. Meanwhile, Hagrid's economy has been properly established. He's got 10 farms, which is more than enough. Depending on how aggressive you are, of course. He's got 7 on wood and 5 on gold, and a decent trade route with 20 caravans. That's perfect, actually. I'd like him to stop making the caravans right now, actually. Ooh, really good knockback, and that's gonna allow an extra hit or 2 for this fire siphon to hit. And if Hagrid can actually wall this off and put an onager there from a palace, that would be huge. Striker trying to make a fortress. Yeah, he's fighting up an uphill battle here, and it's very, very difficult. Sky passage here for Hagrid. I'd like to see a sky passage like here, so that he can just always retreat into it, and then more sky passages at home, as Striker still has access to Underworld. So that would be very useful to try and counter it. Raccoon! Welcome, Carnage. How you doing? AOMDE then. I hope soon. I hope after Age of Empires 4 comes out, they'll start working on it. Of course, it's not the same company, but still, I mean, you get what I mean. Someone to start working on it. Preferably Forgotten Empires, because they actually know the game. Oh, no, no, no. Striker's focusing with everything on the fire siphon. If he loses his entire army here, that could be a crippling blow to him. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do it. Needs to repair the fortress and just buy as much time as possible. Needs to step back to remax. Oh, no, he's going to throw the game by just losing all this army and just flooding in extra stuff. He doesn't quite have the infrastructure to sustain this. But it looks like the Colossus is tanking just enough damage to allow him to max out again. Okay. Okay, we can all calm down. The game is not gonna end anytime soon. This gold mine is Striker's lifeline right now. The trade has not yet begun. He really needs to start that. I'm sure he'll realize that as soon as these go idle, that he needs to do something there. Oh no, that one destroyer on the Petroba lost. That's so unfortunate. I think Striker also lost his Perseus. I didn't see him bringing it back to heal. That would have been very useful. He also can't really afford any Helipolis right now, and the trade is still not going. Where is the trade? All these idols as well. That's very painful. The longer this goes on, hurts him a lot. Hagrit just eating all the wood. Finally, we got some Hippispis, so they're tearing the destroyers a new one. I would like to see the Colossus being saved by eating a bunch of these trees. It looks like Hagrid's gonna try to run this fire siphon through to here. If he covers it with enough units, then maybe that could work. Okay, there's the trade, finally. Jeez. Still got like 17 idols, however. 22 idols total right now. That's a huge problem for sure. Striker needs to tear down this wall. Okay, starting his push. He's actually got a bunch of Gastrophiles in the back now. The rest of the army is powerful enough to deal with the Atlantean one. So I think he's fine. Pestilence is being used on the front line. That's so funny. Okay, well, Hagrid's gonna have to walk quite a way now. And his favor just got nuked back up to 100. Removing all the extra banking that he's done in the queue. So that's pretty good. As you guys know, you're limited to 100 favor, so that you can't spam too many myth units out of a million temples. Polyphemus would like a word about having Greek mythic age heroes being too strong. Well, he's gotten buffed. He has significant crush damage now. I think he has like 20 crush. It's actually not bad. Oh no, the wrong units are attacking the palace. But the Gastrophiles are on it too, so it's all good, it's all good. Hagrid's starting to struggle, however. This town center took a bunch of hits, but it's okay. I'd like to see Striker make Helipolis again. He's got just enough economy to keep going. That's a lot of wood. Would be pretty cool if they could come over here to the gold mine. Some more buildings also wouldn't hurt for either of the players. This is like so unusual. You never see a deathmatch game where it's just open plains and people fight with armies and that's it. There's always a forest of towers and palaces and walls and you name it. And you fight between those. But this game looks like it's 5 minutes and not whatever it is, 25. Hagrid Eco didn't move over 300. Yes, he's calculated the exact income he needs. Unfortunately for him, he also didn't use his power spikes very well, so Greek is gonna kind of snowball this. Underworld is still available, so Striker can cut the trade. He could just put the Underworld passage here, and if Hagrit is unlucky, he'll have most of his caravans on this side of the map, so that's definitely worrying for him. Man, but my Petrobolos though, I know they're cheaper, but they're also worse. It's not like he's walling. Oi! Oi! He's got a sky pack! What a ninja! That could cut Striker's gold. That is so funny. Striker might have to use an Underworld to get back here. It looks like there's a gap in the wall. Okay. There's a bunch of archers here. They're killing a few workers. Striker could just move up his idols to the gold mine though. So I guess it's fine. And that's an escaping sky passage, I guess. Or it's an aggressive one. Of course, Hagrid could also turn around and just enter here. Or he could just bring these guys back, put these guys in here, and pop out here. Channel taking off. Thank you, Schism, but it's honestly just because I'm hosting a tournament. When I cast or host a tournament, that's what does the trick. That's what people want, it seems. When I just play games, that's it's okay. When I play non-RTS, it's not good. When I host tournaments, that's the big item, I think. You're not gonna make Polyphemus to take down buildings? So it's also buffing him against Myth units. They don't have that good crush armor. So he's just a better hero in effect, and when you do have buildings to kill, you can. So he's a good tank. Alright, Striker has started to wall off properly this time. So there's still a way through here. I'm not sure if he's seeing this. So I'd be a bit worried about Hagrid just sneaking up and making another sky passage. But if nothing else goes wrong, it should be easy enough to just push down the middle here and take out Hagrid's town center, which is absolutely critical for his success. An Atlantean cannot lose town centers left and right in the late game, especially when half your economy is there. Ooh, the Heka Giants are gonna smack the Petrobolos, so that's gonna basically 3-shot each. Or 2-shot. What? Oh no, don't use it that way, you were fine. Why would Striker do that? He was fine. Just use it offensively. His TC didn't even take a hit. Well, he saved it. And he's gonna push everything back, of course. But now Striker doesn't have that much at the front. He's starting to build up though, so that's gonna be huge. If he can move up all his production and stop the ones in the back, that could be what changes everything. A few Hippospis gonna help out with taking out the destroyers, and together with the Gastrophilies, his buildings should also fall. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan though of Striker not just trying to kill this TC. Looks like that Underworld Passage will be going down for sure. I guess he doesn't super need it anymore, anyway. Oh god, Hagrit! Oh god. No. Not like this. Is this what's gonna end the game? Well, Striker needs to kill the CC now. No, he's he's retreating. Meanwhile, this villager just going ham. Oh no. Striker does have enough resources to make another market, but this is horrible, man. This is not where you wanna be. He's finally going for the TC, but there's only like one Gastrophiles. That's not gonna be a whole lot to hurt the building. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. He's got a market over there, so actually he's not gonna completely be broke. That's good. Still only 2 Gastrophiles. Finally microing them onto the TC. That's 3 now. And the Colossus might not be able to get in the last hit that he needs. But it looks like the 2 Patrol Blocks are gonna be just about enough. Still would have preferred to see a bunch of Teleporters. They're just so much tankier and do so much more DPS. Even per pop. But I guess there's maybe enough fortification now to keep them alive, so maybe it's not such a bad play. Anyways, Greek is just so much better in the late game that it's really just splitting hairs at this point. And Hagrit has to resign. What a game. That's a hell of a way to kick off this best of 5 semifinals, guys. Let's just head directly into game 2. Sorry everyone, looks like I'm late by a few seconds for this one. Striker here in the red, playing Kronos on Alfheim. He's building pretty standard, going forward with 4 military bears, so not risking the fast second TC. On the other side, we got Hagrit playing Hades this time. So they basically switched matchup for the most part, except Hagrit was a Reynos, but he played it like it's supposed to be Kronos. It's a pretty good build by Hagrit, I gotta say. I'm not sure I love this wall very much, but if Striker doesn't look that way, which he most likely won't, it's gonna be fine. We got the Vadget Eye, we got the Black Lotus, we got the Coffish of Horus. These are great relics, guys. Did we check everything? Oh, there's one more here. We got the Armor of Achilles. These are great relics, so for Striker to pick these up is a huge play. And Hagrid's gotta make sure to make a second fortress, otherwise this will get deconstructed, and maybe even the unit flood, the Murmillo unit flood, will be able to take out the villagers. So Hagrid's production needs to ramp up really soon. He's done a good job though making 1 military building with each of the villagers. That kind of maximizes their efficiency there. And yeah, this wall is gonna complete, so you know what, maybe that was a good idea. I'd like to see a bunch of Hippospis, because Atlantean players obviously flood a lot of infantry, especially in the early game. Striker opting for a bunch of fire siphons from these palaces. That's a great move, as early on you'll be taking out a lot of buildings then, and the Fanatics will follow up. It's very difficult for Greek to kill all the Murmillos in time to handle these fire siphons, and this is gonna be so totally deconstructed in a second. Striker actually has vision on it, I think. Yeah, he totally does. He could deconstruct at any moment. So that's such a powerful play there. And he's even got some stuff here harassing with the Murmillo. And the palace will go up no problem. The fortress getting deconstructed, as we said. And these villagers are gonna struggle to try to make enough towers to hold on. Striker, meanwhile, finishing his back TC, will be starting up an economy, also making Heka Giants and Arcus now. And obviously spamming Fanatics. Okay, actually Hagrid gets off the mother of all pestilences. And that's going to be a huge problem for Striker, but he's also currently not full pop. He's 97 pop out of 160. This is a great chance for Hagrid to push back. He's got a lot of gas graffitis. This is the perfect moment that Hades players dream of, and now he's killing a palace already. 2 more are hurt. I think he can work through a lot of this right now. And the other palace has been killed as well by the reinforcing units. Hagrid trying to wall off this. He's going to be staying 120 pop for a long time, but Striker not even able to match that, even though he has 3 town centers. He's going to be furious right now, producing enough economy though, but he's in a lot of trouble. The towers, of course, are kind of making up for things. He needs to cancel these fire siphons. He needs some real units to stay alive. Not sure if he'll be able to, but he's shifting forward his towers as well to additionally help out with this. But the gas graffitis immediately jumping on him. Look at that sick damage. Getting taken out so fast. Oh no, and the auto queue is still rolling. The fire siphon spawning right into the middle of the hoplites. They're gonna get smacked in the face. Ouch. Striker getting a wall off. So that's gonna take care of this gold mine for at least a while. I'm afraid the Chaos hasn't targeted a single myth unit, and Hagrid killed a bunch of villagers so far. 2 Atlantean villager kills. They were both heroes, I think. So that's like really good. What a semifinals we're seeing so far. Absolutely back and forth. These players are so evenly matched, but Striker just didn't think through the matchup and what it entails. Great play by Hagrid. And I think he's going to be able to get the second town center, no problem. He's already starting the third, so if he moves up these villagers to help out here, that's going to finish so fast. And actually, these gas graffitis are going to be able to probably take out this forward town center of Striker, and then that's the infrastructure he's got. There's nothing else left. He's got a bunch of shit back here, but what's he going to really do with it? I mean, where is he trying to shift? Over here? Okay, he could have put it in there, but Hagrid doesn't super need the trade right now. He's still got 5 grand each. Striker's got a decent amount of resources left, and he's got some income, but he's lost momentum. Hagrid isn't supposed to have 3 TCs. That's not how this matchup works. Kronos is supposed to be right all over you. You're supposed to vortex left and right so that the Hades army can't catch you, so that you can't eat a huge pestilence, stuff like that. But these gas graffitis, there's 14 of them. They're gonna ruin the town center. It never even had a chance. That's some pretty high level stuff that Hagrid's doing. He's immediately throwing down plenty of ult. He needs to remember to make a drop off here. Otherwise that could hurt him a lot. Beautiful farm placement. Could of course use a few more than he's made, but that's okay. Now, if he follows this up with like a bunch of towers here, I don't see how Striker can ever come back. He's got 3 vortexes, so maybe he's got a small amount of chance to come back in this game, but it's absolutely minuscule. Look at the economy. He's already lost 1,000 resources since we last spoke about it. 5 of the Atlantean citizens have been killed, and now it's only double pumping, not triple. Trade has not started up yet, although that's the most reasonable thing that he could do probably right now, Striker. He's got 18 gas graffitis, Hagrid does. 18. Just let that sink in, guys. They're also upgraded by the Sunray upgrade as well as the Weapon of the Titans, so they're doing a whole lot right now. 7 crush DPS. And it's getting amplified a ton by Burning Pitch. So they actually have like 21, I want to say? I think it's 21 crush DPS that they actually have. Hagrid definitely wants to make another fortress here. I'd love to see some Helipolis, but I am not sure it's going to be necessary. We've got the Hero Destroyers trying to make something happen, but is it gonna be enough? Hagrit with the unfortunately, it's just 4 Sentinels. It's so hard to base build with Hades correctly. Very good military academy to block these out. A lot more destroyers will be coming in to join this, and they're unfortunately not heroes here, so they're gonna be taking a lot of the damage. Striker's switching into more defense, and he's making a bunch of Cairo Ballista, which is gonna be excellent against these infantry units. But he loses all his pushing power in the process. Striker's running very low on gold. He's got 9 workers on it though, so he's kind of compensating nicely, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, and he loses all these destroyers as well. My god, 11 repairing villagers, that is just too much, together with the sentinel and the tower fire. Yep, this is not gonna happen, didn't work out, and I think Striker's best bet right now is to think about what to do in game 3. Hagrit will need a bunch of heroes, but other than that, he's done amazingly well. And he's also got Underworld left, so he could just jump on this. Could do it anytime. Striker's finally started the trade. I'm not sure how many caravans he's actually produced. It looks like it's just 3 caravans so far, so it's not exactly impressive. But Hagrit has 61 workers and 25 caravans. He can basically stop producing, like, make a few more farms and you're done. A bunch of Hippicons would be nice. It looks like he's starting to make his stables, he's making the extra fortresses, and honestly, you could just pull off this TC. All the workers, just pull them off and start to make a new one. That could end the game. All of this, of course, really shows in the score, and Hagrit is making some defensive Hippospists here. Also getting on top of the Cairo Ballistas is fantastic, as they're pretty expensive. Striker has run out of food now, and he hasn't started any farming. That means he also cannot produce any trade. He is currently full pop, but not for much longer. Destroyers are coming in again. Of course, it's very expensive to make destroyers and then turn them into heroes. It's like, good thing he's Kronos, so it's a bit cheaper, but no food income makes it expensive nonetheless. Looks like Hagrit has lost his markets. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm sure he's gonna remake one eventually. He's definitely taking his sweet time with his push. No rush. Hagrid really doesn't want to run out of economy all of a sudden and eat a big vortex or something. Not that that's a huge risk right now. 2 TC Atlantean is just not gonna work. Like, your momentum is all you've got with this race, so that's what you gotta do. Another deconstruction going down, gets the temple with it. I'm not sure if that will do anything, but this might be the way Striker taps out. Bunch of Hippospists coming back to help save the day. And here go the Gastrophides, taking out the last buildings. Hagrid finally stopped the economy production stuff. And Striker's gonna resign. GG is called. Still a lot more units. Alright guys, this is game 2 of the $30 Deathmatch Cup. And this is the semifinals. Hagrid playing here as Hades. Currently the score is 1-1 against his opponent. Striker He's playing Zeus here in the red. See how they do. Hagrit's gotten great within the previous game, but Striker in the first, such a good late game there. From his Hades, and now he's playing Zeus. I hope he remembers about Pestilence this time around, because he got absolutely ruined by that in the previous game. I don't see any big spread on the buildings. Like, Hagrid could just put it right here, and it will hit everything. But yeah, both players have a pretty decent build. Actually surprised that Hagrid is making hoplites rather than Hippospis, especially with Hades. And yeah, Striker's just gonna have more military production. It's a lot of military academies, no archery ranges. Okay, he's building a bunch of more stuff now, but is it gonna be actually enough? I'm not sure how much of this will be covered by Pestilence. I think most of it. So you always want to make a lot more when you play. Has he gone Hermes? It looks like he has. But he's not using the centaurs to pick off anything. Okay, he's actually moving up a villager here. I'm curious as to what the job will be for that one. It looks like this one has killed the scouts, so the wall off is good. At least the melee units won't be able to get in, but the Gastrophides are still going to be a risk. Hagrid's Flood is pretty powerful here. If he micros his heroes onto the villagers, that could be a lot of problems for Striker. He needs to go Mythic. He's gonna go through Hephaestus. So that's gonna give him a good late game, but this is a pretty small map. I'm not sure he needs it, to be honest. I would have gone Hera here. Let's see what Hagrid did. He also went Hephaestus, okay. Interesting. Ooh, stronger buildings for Zeus. Okay. I don't think it quite matches the Hades ones now, but it's pretty close. Had he gotten Hera, actually the Zeus player would have the stronger buildings now. So a lot of hoplites, he can definitely go and do some raiding. In fact, he could just take all these hoplites and nuke down the fortress. That would be huge. But it looks like he's gonna opt to kill. Oh my goodness, he's only got one military academy. Could Hagrid take this game? Again, Striker is low on population, but then so is Hagrid. And there's a little bit of production left for Striker. Is he going to be able to punch through this? I don't think so. Not if he goes directly through the wall. He needed to just click TC. Oh no. That is so unfortunate. Striker absolutely not going to deny this. And Hagrid with the huge Pestilence has done so much work. Got a bit of a side build from Striker, but it's not going to work out. Hagrid can just continue with his aggressive push. Make a bunch of Gastrophides and slowly take out Striker. Five Gastrophides now, and towers coming up. Of course, Striker still has this, but I'm not sure how much it will do. I'm much more worried about this one. His second TC is still not ready. Two Gastrophides are being sent to the side to take care of that, and I'm sure they will. Underworld will be available for both players as well, so Hagrid could just go like, okay, I'm gonna kill all your villagers. It's a really good economy in setting up too. He needs a fortress there or something. Here as well. Of course the offensive under. Are you kidding me? How did Hagrid not stop that? Oh well. This game just got equalized. As you can see, Hagrid has spent a lot of money here trying to get stuff done. And Striker has been out killing him. And there's also this coming up, so that's a huge raid that's going to go down, and all of these houses could fall. That would be very, very, very painful for Hagrid. Oh no, he's directly attacking the town center. That's not good. That is not good. Maybe it would be good if he goes together with the Colossus and the Helipolis, but they're so exposed and actually getting taken out by Hoplites. The Colossus is getting eaten by Perseus. This TC is probably going to survive if Hagrit notices it and heals it and spawns in the Sentinels and re-rallies the new units coming out. I don't think he's looking though, so maybe there's a small chance that Striker will kill it, especially if he comes in with the Underworld. We'll have to see. But it's certainly a very, very tanky building, and Striker's currently losing villagers. Not sure why. What is happening? Why are you going into the enemy? No. What? Okay, I think he might have enough villagers here to finish this TC up. He definitely does. So both players will be on... Actually, only Striker will be on free TC. He could loop around these hoplites and stop this settlement over here. But Hagrid has got a lovely farming setup at the back. So his income will definitely show through that. But fortunately enough, Striker has already started making economy as well. On the other side, Hagrid, though, he is trading. He's got 92 gold per trip, which is really, really nice. Plenty is used by probably both players in a second, yep. And Striker's got his 30C, so a lot of units will be spawning. And this wall is... I doubt it will finish. The workers are trying to escape, but Hagrid is on top of things. This Colossus could have probably healed more. Anyway, Striker has so many archers here, it's great. And Hagrid has sacrificed a lot to get this working with the wall. Oh wait! The Gastrophides! He's got 12 Gastrophides! He's gonna take down the town center, no problem! All the hoplites here are just running amok, and they're not really doing what they need to do, which is taking out buildings. Hagrid answers with his own underworld, and there's only one legitimate siege unit here, it's the Colossus, and it's super low in health. Hagrid could easily pump out a single hero and deal with that, and the buildings will do the rest with their arrow fire. God, this wall is still alive. It's definitely been worth sacrificing the workers then. Here come the Sentinels again. Once again, it's just 4 of them. Hagrid is cursed, he cannot use the buff. Alright, that's it for the Colossus. The Gastrophides have taken it out. He needs to probably run away with the Gastrophides though. Actually, Striker getting to kill a whole lot here. He's gonna still take down the town center. And a lot of the trade is dying, so this is not so bad. But on the other hand, he's also lost his own third TC, and it's taking him a really long time to reinforce this. Striker is running out of food. He's only now starting to fix that. I'm not sure it will be enough, just because he doesn't have a whole lot of villagers left. And I also don't think that Hagrid took that big of a loss. I mean, okay, he lost the TC, he needs to reroute his trade, but he can just point them here. So I think this is where Striker's hopes die, at least for this particular match, and he'll have to start thinking about what to do in the next one as these Gastrophides just come in and do some more hurt. Oh, actually, they're not targeting the building, okay. They've cleared out a few, though. Of the towers get stopped, and the Gastrophides and the Toxotes and the infantry together will be wiping out Striker's forces. He's fortunately enough steal the Plenty Vault for a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. More Gastrophides coming in from the side. And the tower as well. So that will be a new threat to Striker's TC. What is the most efficient Greek hero? Different situations, different results. If we're talking Colossus or Hacker Giants, then probably Perseus. You can just use his special, run away, come back. You can heal him in between. If we're talking mummies, then probably Bellarphin, because he can close the gap. If we're talking in general, then Bellarphin, because he also has a good attack against lightly armored unit like Siege. Striker's gonna finally take out this underworld, but Hagrit's got all the buildings here. And he's remaking his town center. Actually, he's got like only the one starting tower left, so he's got not a whole lot to cover all this. But as long as he focuses with all the villagers and he keeps a few units at home, he's gonna be fine. There's this one fortress that could produce some siege, but I'm not too worried about it. A few Gastrophides shots and it's down. Okay, we've now got 3 Gastrophides that could go after that TC. No more are being produced though. Hagrit only getting 55 gold from the trade, but that's better than no gold from no trade. It's pretty broke, but it's mostly fine. Like, he's rerouting his villagers right now, and Striker has to resign as Hagrit regains the second TC. Pretty even kill counts, but yeah, Hagrid just had the better overarching strategy, and Striker didn't use his aggression properly. Okay, here we go. Game 3 on Frozen Waste. Hagrid playing as Hades in the blue, and his opponent Striker on the other side playing Hades. So Hades Mirror is a pretty wild matchup. It's all about Chimera and Gastrophides and underworld timings and how good you are about making a lot of buildings to counter Pestilence. We'll have to see. I really hope that both players spread out their buildings so that they don't just outright die at 3 minutes. In this matchup, you can also do a whole lot with your one single Cyclops going across the map and hurting villagers. It's definitely a good idea to keep everything at home to defend as well. Both are valid playstyles. More hero speed, good relic. That's not a very good relic, but it's okay. Oh, Chiron is actually maybe gonna... Oh, get a miss there, actually. This villager might be able to escape. Another miss, are you kidding me? It's definitely gonna be 1 kill. We could be getting a second one if these follow-up units do their trick. Yeah, Hagrid is not preparing for Pestilence whatsoever, so Striker could ruin him pretty badly. He's got a slightly better setup with much more buildings, but he has lost villagers. 2 villagers have been killed, and we're probably looking at the 3rd kill here. Oh, actually, no, the tower is focusing on the right target there. Good job by Striker. And he's got a side build. I love it. This is classic Hades stuff. He's got a fortress going up on the side, and he's got a fortress on the front. So this is very, very smart. Cyclops unfortunately didn't get much done, but that's okay. As long as Striker makes enough units, he's also making some Hippospis to help. I'd like to see some Gastrophides though to take care of the towers from range. Okay, 5 Gastrophides coming out from the side. Striker's going to do some harassment there. There are no hoplites right now, which is a bit of a problem as there's a few hippicons, but it should be okay. That is not the best pestilence, but it's good enough. Hagrit is forced to make some new buildings, but they're also going to be affected. So he's only got his temple and his one military academy right now. And this has been taken out. The gas graffitis are coming up. They could be killing these two towers. Counter pestilence goes down, but Striker has 3 buildings that are still producing. He's got this fortress that could be producing, and he's got the cover of a tower. But the 4 Gastrophiles have started putting on hurt. Now this is one of the matchups where I like to go fast 2TC actually, and just spam a lot of buildings everywhere. This forest is actually making life really hard for Striker. He could have asked for a save and restart, but yeah, he didn't want to restart, I guess. Maybe he didn't notice it or something. Okay, he's killed the temple so far. That's a good start. He kicked the relic out with that. But Hagrid's front TC is coming up, and it's way further along than Striker's side TC. It's a bit of a problem when you try to grab both at the same time. On the bright side, Striker does have Helipolis. Oh, he stole the relic? Oh no, he didn't. He took the other one. Hagrid made a bit of a trade. Needs to delete this market though. Some of the units didn't get rerouted just yet. Oof, that's a good Manticore shot right there. And Striker finally pushing up with the gas graffitis and Toxody's ball. Oh, he's gonna underworld the main TC. That's so smart. Yep, this is the time to do it. And there's so many Helipolis. Actually, Hagrid will be having a really tough time to hold that. The only thing I don't like is that neither of the players has gone for Artemis. Or I'm pretty sure they didn't. Yeah, Earthquake would be such a good addition here. Gas graffitis have already hurt this TC before, and now the Helipolis will finish the job. Very good. And Striker is winning the fight, so he could be taking his second win in this match. A lot of houses are gonna die. The caravan is getting killed too. There's not been that many caravan kills. He should be putting these on hold position or something. So that later that would come in quite useful. There's 8 gas graffitis on the side trying to make some magic happen. Looks like Striker's gonna go up to 3 town centers. Hagrid trying to desperately get the one on the side. I wonder if Striker will notice, though he's not producing anything, so I don't think he will just yet. Both players have lost their underworld passage. And Striker, unfortunately, not super focused on taking out the houses. That would be a great play, though. So let's see if he does that. Ah, he's shooting at the market. That's pretty useless right now. Anyway, he's got a really good unit clump in the front, so maybe he can make something happen. Yeah, he was too late with the side, unfortunately. But he has the 3 town centers. He's got the... Oh, he's out of wood. That's a problem. And Hagrid's in his back, so he could take out a ton of the houses, no problem, and there's gonna be nothing to counter it. Oh god, that is actually very, very painful. Hagrid has been so much more efficient in this game, actually killing 160 units to 140, 150, and a lot of those were Helipolis and gas graffitis. So yeah, Striker is in trouble. Did he still not notice the gas graffitis? Oh no. He's actually moving back now. Okay, he did notice them. It's gonna be a bunch of peltas from this archer range. That's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna help out with repelling this real quick. And yeah, looks like both players have stabilized. Hagrid's gonna retake this TC, and Striker can't really do anything about it as he's broke. Took out the gas graffitis at least. Getting into the trade is good, but I don't think he can make it work with all these peltas. Caravan's currently taking 69 gold. 261. So that's nice. It's 13 Gastrophides for for Hagrid. That's so strong. And when he goes up to 3 TC, he'll be able to capitalize on this a little bit more. It's mostly the trade that he wants to keep up. Just keep fighting, keep trading units, and get his own economy up. Actually, Hagrid might not have as good an economy as Striker does. That's right. Striker has 44 villagers right now to only 16. But overall, it's not that different. Like, Hagrid has pretty much 15 more caravans or something. And Striker is off doing stuff with half his army, so there is that too. He would need to kill his archer range to really be effective here. Age of Mythology without myth units. That's what we've been looking at so far. Neither player has a temple even, I think. Yep. Okay. Here we go. 19 Gastrophides just dumping on the TC. And with Striker losing that, if Hagrid takes this game, Striker is out of the tournament. But he's certainly come a long way from playing his first game. Hagrid is broke, so maybe he can still come back. I am not sure that Hagrid is winning this, but the Gastrophides have been too efficient and might scare Striker, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not sure he can see behind what's really happening. He knows that he's controlling both of the corners, so he should by no means give up. I think he should try his best to keep in the game, because he's got economy, he's got map, he just doesn't have this TC. With the shades, oh my god, the temple. He's remade the temple finally. And boom, he gets 17 shades. Hagrid has to turn around. So they've done a pretty good amount of tanking, giving Striker the room to actually start a bit of trading here. But Gastrophides versus Gastrophides is not going to go terribly well for him. He definitely needs a few Peltas, he definitely needs a few Hippicons. Okay, he's making mass Hippicon ready to go. That is good. That is very, very good. He also should get out a few Colossus and siege weapons and whatever. It's fine if he doesn't get to TC immediately, but he wants his units at home for sure. Gonna take out the fortress. Yeah, he needs these guys to go home. Oh, Hagrid remade the market here. If Striker learns of this, he could put units in the middle of that and disrupt pretty hard. Okay, Hagrid's recovering his economy now, so I'm a bit worried for Striker. I think he's losing his opportunity here, especially if these go into the trade route of his excuse me. Especially if they go into Striker's trade. He's got 9 Hippicons. He could totally jump on this. Together with these, it might be enough. Oh no, Hagrid's taken out 3 with 2. That's not good. Striker's gonna keep a unit everywhere to deny gold. He's noticed the trade, I think, right? Oh no, this is gonna be so much income for Hagrid. I'm not sure that Striker knows. And the wall is coming up now, so it's gonna be even harder to uh, do the work that he needs to do. Needs to move around the Hippicons. But they're doing massive damage to these gas graffitis. I'm not sure that Hagrid quite has the cash to replace everything. I mean, he can certainly trickle some units, but can he replace all of them if he loses them? Doesn't look like it's going to come to that. And Striker still isn't looking at the trade. He's moving up 17 villagers to try and build this. Is it going to work out though? He's got a lot of queued units. He's got a bunch of idols, so if he puts everything together, maybe he can make this back. But 6 Gastrophides have entered the trade line of Striker. He doesn't have that much of a bag, so this is a problem if they take out the market. There's one villager here to help. But yeah, Striker needs to deal with it. Okay, he's getting back his third town center. That's genius, actually. Hagrid is not going to be able to push through the Hippicons. And also, he's just a little bit all over the place. So, with a full army, he may have been able to, but not like this. And there we go. Striker's definitely finishing this up now. Well done. His patience has definitely paid off. Okay, these Toxotes. Oh man, Hagrid is hiding this so well. Striker's got no clue what's going on. Okay, he needs to heal this town center. He needs to repair it right now. The Gastrophies actually turned around in a great turn of events for Striker. This is exciting. We're gonna go to game 5 maybe? There's hope. There's certainly some hope. Here comes the Colossus. Striker should be also able to soon afford making Helepolis once he reroutes his villagers onto wood, which they are doing right now actually. So we should be seeing a much more sophisticated composition here. Hagrid is still very far away from getting a Perseus out, so this Colossus is gonna go ham. Chesso is bullying me about the Peltasts. Yes, the only time you need Peltast is Mass Gastrophides. And because he was broke. So that's like... yeah, that's the only time. Actual Mass Archer only. Striker's gotta realize his army is huge. He does, right? He's got 14 Gastrophides. And a lot of units roaming the map, so... yeah, I hope he realizes what's going on. He's gotta be so puzzled that Hagrid isn't mining the gold and he's still in the game. What the hell is happening? But then there's the entire trade route he's not noticing, and it's huge. It's 32 caravans. Hagrid's fine. But is he gonna be fine for much longer? Striker is most certainly not fine, but here is his first wave of trade. So that's gonna give him the resources that he needs to keep this fighting up. Oh, 67 Hades Shades? What? Hagrid has gone over his population limit? How is that even possible? What? Since when can you go over your pop limit? What? It's supposed to not do that. What? Striker's gonna lose his town center in all this chaos. What the fuck is happening? Oh my goodness. Striker might lose this tournament because of Hades Shades. Oh, you were not ready for this, people. I wasn't ready for this. Oh no, Striker. Poor Striker. Oh man, he's totally broke. He's got no wood left, and once this military academy falls, He can just surround those gas graffitis. Hagrit has so much money right now, and he's gearing up to make Colossus, I think. Once Striker's villagers here die, I don't see a way forward for him. I mean, the gas graffitis behind buildings is pretty funny. It's actually giving him great value still. Striker might be in this for a bit longer, but I mean, Hagrid's got so much cash. He could just pull off a bunch of people from Wood and just build here. How is he still... How is he not winning on 3 to 2 TC? Striker's not gonna let him build, that's for sure. Those shades were crazy. This game is... This is not how it's supposed to be. I can't believe what's happening. The chat is just catching up. Oh, the shades are going raiding now, guys. It's a lot of buildings to fight. Man, I'd love to see a bunch of Colossus and Helipolis. Just... It would help so much to end this game. Shade spawn regardless of available pop, okay. Not when the temple is alive though. Oh, they do, okay. I guess I was wrong. I don't think Hagrid's gonna be able to build a TC. He really needs to do some damage. And yeah, he finally is starting to build up on all this. If you can wall this in or something, that would be huge. Or even just park some archers there. Man, Hagrid is still building units from the very far buildings here. They have to walk all this way in order to fight. That's not good. He's remaking a bunch of academies now and archery ranges, so that's gonna improve things. But yeah, this game has certainly come to a lull, and Striker is not gonna give up as it's his last chance to win this game. If this TC goes up for Hagrit, it's gonna be super, super difficult. Of course, he gets to deny it one more time. Are you kidding me? He's got some gas graffitis flanking here. Oh, the villagers are gonna try to kill them. Striker's not gonna let them. He's gonna do some nice kiting, I think. Nice. And 4 of them will... Oh, even a nice sick pullback micro on the weak one. Haha, yeah, here we go. And the rest might actually be able to kill that TC. Hagrid isn't moving anything back. He's just focusing on getting the new one. But if this dies and Striker can force this to go down, even by sacrificing units, that could be huge. That would equalize their current setup. He would have the same pop as Hagrid does, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's sacrificing any units for this. Oh no, he needs to do it right now, even if he just runs units to their death. Oh no, he's not paying attention to it. He's gonna get the kill here, so that's great. But he needs to stop this. No, he's even retreating. Okay. I think Hagrid's gonna probably just take the tournament then. Or, well, the semifinals, not necessarily the tournament. The towers have also creeped forward now. And they're starting to hurt the trade. It's looking worse and worse for Striker. And once this goes up, that's probably gonna be the end. I'm just shocked that he was able to make that many shades. What? Isn't it like 25 maximum shades? How can you get 300? There's supposed to be a shade limit of like 20 or something. Ouch. Striker just lost all his trade. Not yet. Not yet. These villagers are unfortunately building faster than the one patrol boat can tear these down. And yeah, these will all die as they go through this and back. Oh, great raid by Striker. He's keeping the place up. What a legend. What a Striker. Legend is someone else. Holy crap, he's racking up the villager kills. This guy with his 25-minute cavalry raid. That's just so genius. Striker has lost a house somewhere. That's unfortunate. A lot of these caravans have died again. Colossus is going in, and there's also a whole lot of gas graffitis now. Striker's using the Titan Gate. He's not supposed to use the Titan Gate, but it's fine. He's just resigning. Wow, that was... This series was so satisfying to watch. I am so proud of both. That was just a great set of games, guys. I'm very happy with this.